All right, hello, welcome. Get ready with me. So I'm gonna place you there and I'm just gonna make, I'm not gonna do a full glam. I'm just gonna do like a day-to-day, what I do on a day-to-day as a mom, as a mom of one, and just in a busy, like I have like, always, I always have workout clothes on me because it's comfortable, and if I get to like walk and work out, it's just I have it on me, so it's easy. Everything has to be easy. You have to like optimize your life, okay, when you don't have time. So yes, like I said, I do want to kind of not leave you hanging. I know, like at first I'm like, who do I think I am? Like no one cares where I went. But I personally hate when I look at YouTubers that like just disappear and then one, never come back and you never know what happened, or two, they just come back and just, I don't know, and it just like this whole chunk of time that is missing. And so I'm gonna try, like, and this is not my return to YouTube. I don't even know, it's my OCD mind of like, okay, I ended my YouTube career back then, and then I have this huge piece of like time that I haven't updated anyone, and then I just released that video the other day about my podcast, that I released a podcast, and I was like, that was so out of the blue. I just tried it. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna upload this video on YouTube because it was on my Instagram. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that and see what happens. And I was so surprised that people still engage with my YouTube channel. So I was like, maybe I should like update you guys, like whoever is still out there that want to know. And I remember like the community, like my YouTube community was so amazing. Like I loved the connections I made. Sorry, I'm looking for this one. You know, like we created a little community, and some of you I continue the friendship, or well, the virtual friendship on Instagram. So I said, why not update you of what happened since then, since my last YouTube video and now this like podcast release. So I will do that while I'm just getting ready for today. It's the weekend, it's Memorial Day weekend, and I just want to get ready for the day. And also I'm going to record a podcast episode today. So first, I mean, honestly, this is going to be super basic, but okay, so let's go back to my last video was when I met Max, right? It was my Hinge date. Like we met over Hinge, or on Hinge, and then we dated and we moved to Oakland. I got a new job. And that's just like, I'm doing it really fast because like, that's really what happened then. So I lived in Oakland, it was amazing. And then I had a baby. I'm a mom. And when she was born, I was like, if you guys want to know what I wear, I'm not like an influencer like that. Like I'm not but this is like a collagen plumping toner. I hear you have to use toners after you wash your face. So it's like super simple. My like skin routine is super simple nowadays. So just a toner, and then this, which my bestie Martine got me onto. I love it. Collagen booster. But I get it on my Amazon. It's like 70 bucks, but it lasts forever. It's like a big one. Like I can't, like 3 months, maybe more, because you use very little. Whoops. Anyways, so yeah, we had our baby and we're like, we gotta move out of Oakland, not only because like we wanted to buy a house, and so especially with Mia, we lived in a little cottage in Oakland, and it was like so little, like literally like kitchen, living room, and bedroom was like all connected in a way. Like there was walls in between, but it was like if you were in the kitchen and I was in the bedroom, I could hear you that you were in the kitchen. And with the top, like with little baby screaming and not sleeping at night, it was just horrendous. So we started to look on YouTube and found, because we had gone to Boise, and that was one of our kind of like cities that we're like, oh, maybe we'll move up there. We definitely knew that we wanted to move somewhere like not a big city, small town. We wanted a small town where you can afford to buy a house. And so we found this YouTube video of our realtor back then, now she's our friend, Amy Bullock. Check her out. We saw a video of her and I'm like, oh my god, love her energy, let's reach out to her. And then voila, like she sold us the house we live in right now, and we live in Central Oregon right now. And so we moved up. My daughter is already 2, right? Okay, so it's been a while. She's 2, she goes to daycare, and yeah, I mean, that is really it. And then I got laid off twice. Like, there's a lot of, not a lot, but like I talk about it in my podcast. Oh, Jesus, that was a huge like fly just hitting the window. I talk about it in my podcast, just like my journey of like getting laid off twice and just how stressful that was. And I feel like this is very common, like when people hit like a very difficult and struggle in life, you, in a way, if you are a warrior, you figure it out. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna start my own company. So I did. And it's at the moment, it's honestly like exactly where it should be, because again, I want to be a present mom and I don't want to work full-time. So I have like 3 clients, and so what I do is like a business consultant, and I've been an EA for a long time, so specifically like operations, and then I do come with like that marketing background, so I've definitely kind of merged all that knowledge into being a consultant and just helping my clients getting shit done and reaching their goals, and like any project that they have, I help them with that. So that's what I'm doing, and it's perfect. Like I have 3 clients, I love them all, and I get to, you know, pay for mortgage, daycare, bills, and, you know, things like the basic needs basically, and then obviously like little like shopping here and there, but nothing crazy. Like when I was in tech, that was a lot of money. I mean, and then it's like, it's also like subjective, right? It's like everyone, I realized that I'm happy with, I know what my sweet spot is. Like I know how much I need to like make a year for me to be satisfied. Like I don't need more. Like I don't need to be a millionaire. I mean, of course, if I become a millionaire, I will welcome that with open arms. But it's honestly like, if you are I always said this to my mom when I was like poor. I was like, if I can be happy poor, I'm gonna be happy at any like amount of money that I make. And that's so true. Like I was a happy poor, I'm a happy rich, whatever that means to you, you know. I don't know, this is so weird to do this, coming back to this. All right, but that's really it. Like I just really wanted to update all of you that are still, you know, that still follows me on YouTube. It must be so weird to like have got like when you got that video up, because I'm a loyal like YouTuber user as well, and so sometimes when like a random video pops up of like someone that I haven't seen in years, I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool, that's really cool. So here is this for you. That's exactly what I'm doing, but for your feed, for your YouTube feed. So yeah, I mean, that is really it. Again, I don't really know what I'm going with this. I'd love to get back to YouTube, but honestly, my life is not that exciting anymore. I mean, it's exciting to me, right? Because there's a lot. Like my life basically is around Mia, my daughter, and I do still have some trips here and there. Like we definitely have trips planned, but I don't know. It's, again, I say this in my podcast, that the editing, I just don't have time for the editing. And so that I'm not editing this video either. So this is going to be as raw as it gets. And yeah, I mean, I'm just here, like, let me know what you think. Like I said, yeah, I'm not planning on getting back, but I do plan on to, like, so in my podcast, I have scheduled a few interviews. Like, I definitely want to interview experts. So my podcast is basically about that, like just learning and growing and building my business, and just like getting out of the funk of, you know, getting laid off twice and building your business. So it's like a business / lifestyle podcast, and I do talk about like wanting to interview experts, right, in different areas, because I want to learn. I want to like just hit different bubbles, and that's what I'm going to do. And so when I do interview people, I do want to do it live. So I want to obviously stream it on, like, submit it to upload it on Spotify, but also upload these videos on YouTube to have a visual aspect of my interviews, because there's going to be a lot of time obviously behind that work of structuring interviews and scheduling interviews, and the time for the, like, obviously the interviewee you know, the time that they are gifting me, and it's going to be a very mindful interview. So I'm definitely going to have more YouTube videos coming up soon, but it is going to be via my podcast and like the interviews. So I think that's it. I don't really have anything else. I just really wanted to give a quick update on my life and where I am and what I've been up to. But yeah, that's it really. So I'm gonna end it here because I really don't have more to say. So it was so nice to have this little moment for myself in the morning. Cheers. And I'll see you when I see you in my podcast interview. So all the podcast stuff is in the description of this video, so you can go and listen to the podcast if that's something that interests you, if that's an area that interests you. But it's so good to be back, and yeah, I mean, I think I'll see you soon.